Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Cyclones TV. I'm your host Nick Durst. Let's take a look at how the Brooklyn Cyclones fared last week. On Tuesday, July 28th, the Hudson Valley Renegades defeated the Cyclones 4-3. Vinny Santa was 3 for 5 with an RBI. On Wednesday, July 29th, the Cyclones got back to their winning ways with a 6-3 victory over the Hudson Valley Renegades. Michael Bernal tripled in the first inning to bring in Tucker Tharp and Vinny Sienna, and it gave the Cyclones an early 2-0 lead. Bernal then scored on a fielder's choice. In the fifth inning, Tucker Tharp hit his first home run of the season, and in the eighth inning, Jeff Deal had a 2-run home run. Kevin Canelone pitched 6 innings, allowing 1 run while striking out 7 batters and earning the win. Alex Paulshaw came out in the ninth inning to pick up his 8th save of the season. On Thursday, July 30th, the Cyclones won 7-1 over the Hudson Valley Renegades. Tucker Tharp led off with a double, one of his 3 hits on the night. He would score the first run of the game on Michael Bernal's sac fly. Manuel Valeria had a 2-run home run, and David Thompson had a 2 RBI double. Tyler Badamo pitched 7 scoreless innings and struck out 6, while allowing only 2 hits to get the win. On Friday, July 31st, the Cyclones defeated the Batavia Muck Dogs by a score of 3-1. In the second inning, after Jeff Deal walked and Brandon Rozier doubled, Manuel Hilario hit his 2-run single to right field. Gabby Almonte was the winning pitcher. Alex Paulshaw pitched a 1-2-3 ninth and picked up his league-leading 9th save. On Saturday, August 1st, the Cyclones lost 10-3. Tucker Tharp and David Thompson each had a home run. On Sunday, August 2nd, the Cyclones fell 1-0 to the Batavia Muck Dogs as the Cyclones could not muster any offense. Craig Missigman and Jody Magliozzi pitched 4 1/3 scoreless innings in relief. Now let's take a look at the New York Penn League McNamara Division standings. The Brooklyn Cyclones sit atop the standings with a 22-19 record. In second place is the Staten Island Yankees with a record of 21-19, and tied for third place with a 20-21 record is the Aberdeen Ironbirds and the Hudson Valley Renegades. Now let's take a look at the Brooklyn Cyclones Player of the Week. From July 28th through August 2nd, Tucker Tharp had 2 home runs, 8 hits, 4 runs scored, and 1 stolen base. He is currently hitting .286 for the season. One of the Cyclones' team's strengths this year has been the bullpen. They're led by closer Alex Paulshaw, who currently leads the New York Penn League in saves. Earlier today, I was able to speak with him about his season so far. Take a look. All right, Alex, you are the team's closer. In college, you started off as a starter, then you became a reliever. How do you go about being in a routine, not knowing when you're going to pitch each day?
You just kind of got to set your mindset as what your job is. And a late inning guy as myself, I've kind of developed a routine that I should be ready every game, and it's just helped me out through each game so far. So.
Okay, and currently you're leading the league in saves, and also you do have an ERA of 0. So what has made your pitches so effective, both against righties as well as lefties?
I would say just working down in the zone, trying to get my off speed ready for before I go out into every inning I throw, and it's just worked so far for me. So I'm just going to keep doing the same thing I've been doing.
Okay, and you're from California. It's known to be laid back there. How have you been able to adjust to the big city living in Brooklyn? What do you like about it?
Very fast-paced place for me, but I actually do kind of like it. A lot of people around here, a lot of things to do. You got the subway. I've checked that out a bunch of times. Kind of close to the BART system we have, but a little more efficient, a lot more people.
And is there any particular place you like to eat or any food you like?
Nathan's is pretty good. I go there a lot. Dunkin' Donuts. It's always good. We don't have Dunkin' on the West Coast, so I've been getting used to drinking their coffee a lot.
All right, well, thanks for your time and best of luck with the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
The Brooklyn Cyclones aren't the only team on the field entertaining the fans each game. The Beach Bums also call MCU Park home. Earlier today, I was able to catch up with some of their leaders to speak about what they do during the game. Take a look.
We love greeting our fans. We love meeting them, especially like if we return and we see some of our old fans. It's great like getting to know them each year more and more. And we like to pump them up and make sure they have like a good time here.
Okay, and what is a typical practice like? What do you have to do during practice, and where do you practice?
We practice in Brooklyn, a studio in Brooklyn called DanceWorks. Either myself or the captains or either any girl on the team who wants to choreograph can create a dance, and we'll practice it, we'll rehearse for 3 hours, 2 times a week. And then when we feel like it's ready, we'll set it on the field and perform it. Hopefully everyone likes it.
And what is your favorite part of the job?
The dancing and just the energy that you can be in a good mood the whole day. I like it.
Oh yeah, definitely the dancing. I love interacting with the crowd, especially the little kids. They are so adorable. And like just to like know that they like kind of look up to us, you know, we want to set like a positive, you know, be a positive role model for them.
Okay, and do you ever get nervous when you sit on top of the dugout or when we have to throw shirts into the stands?
Of course. Well, before the dances, I do get nervous. I have to concentrate. I focus again, and I'm like getting ready myself to be performing. On the dugouts, not that much because
Foul
it's
balls,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Sorry
it's
about
fun.
those.
Yeah.
Ever feel like you're going to fall off?
Oh, no. We stay really close to the railing just so that doesn't happen, but we're pretty safe up there.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Now let's take a look at the Cyclones' upcoming schedule. On August 3rd through the 5th, the team will be taking on the Lowell Spinners. And August 6th through the 8th, the team will be taking on the Vermont Lake Monsters. Now let's take a look around the Mets organization. The Savannah Sandats are 57-48 overall for the season. Scarlett Reyes is 10-4 with 78 strikeouts and 3.40 ERA this season. The St. Lucie Mets are 54-52. Dominic Smith is batting .301 with 63 RBIs, 4 home runs, and 49 runs scored for the season. The Binghamton Mets are 59-48 and in first place in the Eastern League Eastern Division. Pitcher Beck Wheeler is 5-1 with 43 strikeouts in 43 2/3 innings pitched in relief this season. Josh Rodriguez leads the team with 16 home runs and 62 RBIs. The Las Vegas 51s are 60-49 and in first place in the Pacific Coast League Pacific Southern Division. TJ Rivera is batting .306 with 21 RBIs and 26 runs scored in 54 games played so far this season. The New York Mets are 55-50 and are tied for first place in the NL East. Over the weekend, the Mets took on the Washington Nationals, and oh how sweep it was as the team broke out the broomsticks and swept the Nationals. On Friday, Wilmer Flores had an RBI single and a walk-off home run in the 12th inning as the Mets won 2-1. On Saturday, the Mets had a 3-2 come-from-behind victory. On Sunday, the Mets won 5-2. In the third inning, Curtis Granderson, Daniel Murphy, and Lucas Duda all hit a home run. Lucas Duda has 9 home runs in his last 8 games. Noah Syndergaard had 8 innings pitched and 9 strikeouts. Earlier today, I was able to catch up with Cyclones manager Tom Gamboa to speak about how the team fared this past July. Take a look. All right, Coach, July's in the books. What did you like? What didn't you like?
Well, we definitely struggled to hit the month of July. That's for certain. We're at the bottom of a 14-team league in terms of our overall team batting average, and the position players would be the first to tell you that they're disappointed as a group and individually in how they performed in the month of July. But our pitching is, and hopefully will continue to be the number one pitching staff in this league, which is the very reason that we're at the top of the standings.
Is there any players you think will be key to success going down the stretch offensively?
Well, I think Tucker Tharp is in his second year with the Brooklyn Cyclones, and he's been our leadoff guy, and of late Tucker's been doing a real good job in increasing his on-base percentage, both with his hitting and getting on via the walk. So he's a factor, and then certainly Michael Bernal, who had a great month of June or half month. We were more than halfway through July and hitting in the 3 spot. He hadn't driven in a run. And now, in the last couple of nights, double, triple, both with men on base. He's starting to be productive with runners in scoring position. So we certainly need him. Deal has had a very good season from day one. And David Thompson, our third baseman, they generally hit 3, 4, and 5. And Brandon Brozier 6. So we definitely need those guys to continue and increase their run production for us to be successful.
Okay, and in the bullpen, Alex Paulshaw has been lights out. 0 ERA, leads the New York Penn League in saves. How impressed have you been with him?
He's been terrific. I'm from California, and I never knew Sacramento State to be noted for their baseball program, but he's certainly off to a great start in his pro career and can maybe put them on the map. He's been terrific, and he's been very, very dependable and very resilient. I mean, he can throw on back-to-back days, and he gets the credit for actually getting the saves, but when you look at that bullpen as an entirety, Corey Taylor, P.J. Conlon, Magliosi, since he has joined us, Carlos Valdez, by a committee, they've all done a fabulous job. And Valdez has picked up 2 saves of his own along the way. So very, very pleased with our bullpen.
And last season, right here in Brooklyn, you coached Michael Conforto. He made his big league debut. Have you ever seen a player go through the system so quickly?
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's very rare when that happens. When Michael came to us from out of Oregon State, he had an incredible knowledge and discipline of the strike zone. It's rare to see an athlete. Most of our guys are struggling because they chase pitches out of the strike zone, or they chase pitcher strikes rather than hitter strikes. Conforto was a great example of a guy that not only would take a strike, he didn't think anything of taking 2 strikes if they weren't in areas of the strike zone that he knew he could handle. And he would give the pitcher an opportunity to make enough pitches that when he made a mistake, he jumped all over it. He's a very gifted athlete. We're all thrilled for him because as good a baseball player as he is, he's an even better person and teammate off the field. And everybody in the clubhouse would attest to that, so we're very happy for him.
That does it for this week's episode of Cyclones TV. Be sure to stay connected with the team by subscribing to our YouTube channel at Brooklyn Cyclones, liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter and Instagram at BK Cyclones. I'm your host, Nick Durst. Good night, Brooklyn. See you next time.